Hello, today I'm talking about my 10 favorite kitchen gadgets. I'm actually going to do 2 videos on this because I have lots of favorite kitchen gadgets, but this is my top 10 favorite kitchen gadgets. Just so you know, all of these gadgets I paid for with my own money. It is not a sponsored post, but I do have affiliate links in the description below if you would like to purchase any of these items. Number 10, this French press. This French press has been wonderful. We got the huge coffee maker off our counter. So excited. Everybody makes their own cup of coffee. All they do is put 1 scoop of coffee in here, add the hot water, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes depending on how strong you want it, and then you just push the plunger down and you have wonderful coffee for 1 or 2 depending on how big your cups are. But this has been great and has cleared a huge section so that we don't have as much clutter on our countertop. Number 9, my favorite chopper. Now, the one in the link below is from Amazon, but this one I got from Pampered Chef, and I absolutely love this thing. It chops vegetables quick and easy. You can see it turns as it chops so that it breaks up your vegetables into teensy tiny small pieces. This one has been well used for the last, wow, probably 10-15 years. Absolutely love finely chopped food, so that's why number 9 is my food chopper. Number 8, my food scraper. I have had one of these for probably the last 20 years. Absolutely love them. I think this one is 15 or 16 years old only because I gave the other one to someone else. But you can find these at Dollar Tree, you can find them on Amazon. These are everywhere, but they are great because you can scrape up leftover dough on the counter. You can use it to scoop up chopped vegetables. You can use it for cutting logs, like logs of cookies, or I've used it for my logs of soap. But it really does come in handy. Several times a week I use this. Absolutely love it. Wouldn't be without it in my kitchen. Number 7, my Immersion Blender. You guys have seen me use this all the time on the show. I use it to make my soap, but this is great. I love pureed soups and smoothies. If you don't have a blender, this works really well, but I love the fact that you can just do this straight in the pan without having to dirty the blender to blend your soups and your smoothies and that kind of thing. Number 6, my oven mat. Now, this mat is just glorious. You put it on the bottom of your oven. It catches any spills from pies or casseroles, whatever may spill in the oven. And then after it's cool, you can just lift this out, wash off the spill, and you don't have to worry about cleaning the entire bottom of the oven, trying to chisel off the burned stuff. It just slides right off. The beauty of the big oven ones also is that you can cut them in half and you will have a grill mat. You'll have 2 grill mats. Now, for the same price of 3 big oven mats, which is I think $11 or $12, you can get 6 grill mats instead of just 1 for $9 at the store. So grab a package of these, use them for your grill and use them for your oven, and you will thank me. Number 5 is my flexible spatula. Mom has one that's homemade that she absolutely loves, but I found this one, and this one I got from IKEA, but I found another one at Amazon that you can get in the link in the description below. But you want a really super thin spatula because the thin spatulas can get under pancakes. They don't mess up the sides, they don't break up the sides. And this way you get the whole thing under there, can run it around the bottom, and then just flip and have a nice clean turn when you're making your pancakes. Also, this is great for brownies and cakes because you can cut them and serve all at the same time, so you don't need to dirty a knife to cut your brownies and cakes. Number 4, this handheld colander. This is great. You don't have to dirty a great big colander. I have only used my big colander like once a year. As a matter of fact, I'm even thinking about getting rid of it when we're moving because the handheld colander, it just works so much better. It's so much easier to clean. you don't have a huge colander to clean up, huge mess. You just put it on the side of your pan, drain off your liquid, and then you're good to go. Just throw it in the dishwasher or rinse it off with water if you're just draining water, and you're clean and done, and it's that easy. Number 3, meat thermometer. I love this meat thermometer. Now, I used to never be a big fan of meat thermometers because, quite frankly, I just thought it was a waste of money. But I will be honest, I use this meat thermometer all the time. I don't use it just for meats though. I will put it in the top of my bread, and if my bread reads 200 degrees, then I know the inside of my bread is done. Yes, I could tap it with my finger to see if it's hollow, and that's totally fine if you can't afford one of these things, but this way I know for sure that my bread is done inside. Also the same with my chicken. I can put it in there. I don't have to cut open the chicken, lose all those yummy juices. I can just poke this in and see if it's the right temperature. And if it is, then I know I'm done. And if it's not, then I go on. But this just makes a tiny hole instead of cutting up my chicken and seeing if it's raw on the inside. Number 2, my digital thermometer. You're gonna say, Tara, wow, that's a lot of thermometers. Why don't you just use the other meat thermometer instead of this one? Well, I actually could, but I like this one better because it reads really fast, and that way, when I'm making bread or whatever, I can put my water in my measuring cup, make sure it's actually 110 to 120 degrees, and that way I know if my bread fails that it's my yeast that is old and it wasn't my water that was a problem. My bread baking has gotten a lot better since using a digital thermometer. That way I always know my water is the perfect temperature. My spice rack. Number 1 on my list is my spice rack. I absolutely love this baby. I, have everything out of order now, but it's okay. This spice rack has saved me so much space, saved me so much headache. I label the spices on here, and I need to relabel them. Between the kids and me and Mike all using it, some of the labels have started falling off, and I need to just go ahead and get me a labeler and get it done. But this way I can know, okay, my oregano's up here. I already know it's up here. I don't have to go digging through spices. I think the most ridiculous tip that people ever give in the kitchen is to alphabetize your spices. Why? You don't use your spices in alphabetical order. You use them from most frequently used to less frequently used. And that way, all of my spices that I use frequently are down here on the bottom, where I can just grab them quick and easy, and I don't have to go searching. And then the other ones I have put up here, and then I just know where they're at, grab them real quick, and move on. I am going to update this when I get to the new house with new labels and get everything back in order again. But this is my number 1 asked for kitchen gadget on our show, and my number 1 favorite kitchen gadget. I am so happy I invested in this. I'll be honest, the $30 when I bought it was a stretch because money was tight at that time. I am so glad I invested in this. Number 1 on my list is my spice rack. If you would like any of these kitchen gadgets down below, or if you would like a copy of our Dining on a Dime cookbooks to help you save money and time in the kitchen, it is also in the description below. Please visit us at livingonadime.com, and we will see you guys next time.